Hello, beautiful people. I hope this message finds you well. Today, I want to jump right on in and talk about your narrative. I feel like everyone is afforded the same opportunity as soon as they open up their eyes to make a difference in their own life. I feel everyone has the power to write their own story. I feel everyone has the power to take control of their own life and not let anyone tell you what you are or aren't, what you can and can't be. I think it's time we stop listening to other people. Stop taking in their constructive criticism as our Bible. Stop clinging on to every word that the next person says about our life. It's okay to accept their criticism. It's okay to accept their opinion, but that does not make it valid. You can agree to disagree. You can appreciate their point of view. But no matter how valid their points may seem, it doesn't necessarily make it true, does it? Sometimes people are speaking things up into your life. Sometimes people are speaking up things that bring fear into your life, that brings hindrance. So why would we want to listen to someone else who doesn't really know us, know our story, our situation? You could tell someone your entire life. That does not mean that they know you. Something could have clicked in your mind overnight, and you could be a completely different person. Yes, circumstances may be the same, but I guarantee you there's so many differences. So when someone tells you what they feel you're going to do, or tells you who they feel you are, say, I appreciate your opinion. And you don't even have to explain yourself to them. It's not for anyone else to understand. It's their story versus yours. And since you can't change their story, you stick to yours. At least you know the truth. It always prevails. But it's time to stop holding on to and clinging on to every word that people say about us, even if they do reside in our household or if they're in our social group. Someone can know you and not know you, especially when you're still figuring out who you are. Some actions, responses, or trauma responses, they're not who you really are. It's what you know. It's what you saw. But I guarantee you, if you took yourself out of that situation and unlearned it all, you'd be a different person. Life is constantly changing, and so are we. But at the end of the day, we have to grow and change to know that we are in control of our life. It's good to have people around you to give you different perspective, but only you know what you feel in your heart, what you feel in your gut. And hey, sometimes our gut is wrong. Sometimes our heart is wrong, but how rare is that? How rare is that? And wouldn't you rather get that option out of the way for yourself to know, instead of thinking, oh, well, this person said that, so let me not? You don't know what the outcome would be. Listening to other people. People can block your blessings with their jibber jabber, with their perspectives. They can literally stop you in your tracks. because you're clinging on to what they say. Start saying, don't speak that over my life. Start saying, don't speak that over my life. And don't listen to it. Don't feed into it. You got to take care of you. You got to write your own story. You don't want anybody else writing your story. You don't want anyone else giving their perspective, because it could be all wrong. And how frustrating is that? Try to convince someone what it is and what it isn't. You shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to live your story, tell it as you please, and move on with your life. No regrets. Because life is your biggest teacher. Life gives you the experiences for you to give to someone else on their journey. You meet people for a reason. I believe things are aligned that way. Lesson or a season, I think that's real. And if you don't agree, hey, you're entitled to your perspective. But I feel that everything happens for a reason. I believe all things work together for good. So no matter what your situation is, don't let anyone tell you anything different from what you know. Live your truth for you. Life is too short to be trying to please everyone else, live for everyone else. It's too short. You want to live your life to the fullest. You want to live your life with pure happiness. And you can only acquire that by living your life to the fullest. Taking charge of your life. Do things you never thought you would do. It's so easy to access all of these resources we have in this world. Google, look it up. Hey Siri, ask her a question. What are some healthy coping mechanisms? What are some good ways to deal with trauma? Where's your recommendation for therapists? Because sometimes you don't need to be listening to your friends who aren't licensed, your family who aren't licensed. Yes, experience is something, but it helps to study things too. There's people who've gone to school, mastered subjects of life to be able to help you. So you don't always want to listen to people who are based off of their own experience instead of someone who's studied it. There's so many different ways to do things in this life. And I think all we need to do is realize that we need help. Acknowledge, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. And from what I'm hearing from other people, I don't think I want to do what they're telling me to do. Maybe I should talk to someone else. Maybe I should talk to my higher power. Maybe I should ask myself. Write it down. Go back to it later. But who am I? I'm just another person going through life just as you are. And all I can say is when I changed my narrative and I snatched that pen from other people, I've been pretty content. And with that being said, until next time.